Hi, this is Gila, along with Smudge. Hello, Smudge. She's one of the little cats who's trying to adopt us when they already have two cats. But I am the resident cat lady, and I just feel sorry for them, and I feed them, and I love them. And yes, well, she's gorgeous. Anyway, I'm rather tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. I've got this croaky cough that I'm not quite sure why. It kept me awake. And I haven't prepared anything in particular. I just wanted to speak out against the hysteria and lunacy that's becoming more and more evident in the world. The whole ridiculous impeachment process against President Trump on nothing. We couldn't get him on this, we couldn't get him on that. He shouldn't have won, so we're going to use every means we can behind closed doors to try and make up something to impeach him and try and get rid of him that way. He's probably the best president the USA has had for a long time. He's not the perfect human being. I mean, we all knew that, but he's done a lot for America, and he loves his country. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. And it has been with one hand tied behind his back, and yet he's done amazing things already. Whether you like him or agree with him or not, all of us deserve to be treated fairly. And likewise, the whole shenanigans in Parliament trying to stop Brexit. Oh, we'll allow the Brexit deal, but not your timetable. And all this trying to go against the expressed will of the majority of the people. President Trump in America, Brexit in Britain. Democracy literally means the rule of the people, the majority. And yet, those very institutions, the people we put there, have such a blatant disregard for our rights as people. Then the whole crazy things that are happening with political correctness, LGBT madness. Now, sure, I believe in respecting and being sensitive to all people. And I expect the same myself, or I want to expect the same myself. But it seems all people, except anybody remotely conservative or remotely right of rather left wing, anyone remotely concerned about the rule of law and fairness. I mean, this unfairness can be turned against those very people who are propagating it now. The lambasting of religion, well, everyone's entitled to their beliefs except one, Islam, which is alone among all the mainstream religions. It does not have the golden rule of loving your neighbour as yourself. It's supremacist, bigoted, and hateful towards non-believers. It's not too kind to women either. And all the great advances I hoped we would have, suddenly, let's destroy young girls' lives in the name of political correctness. Now, personally, I know what it's like to firstly face unfair accusations and have your whole integrity doubted when you know that you are in the right, that your integrity is right, but you can't prove it. You're not being treated fairly. And frankly, that's the case of President Trump at the moment. Now, I believe that he's a strong enough person, and right is on his side. He will come through this. And the Democrats are merely digging their own grave for 2020, but we have to go through all crazy shenanigans. And likewise, I'm sure we will eventually leave the EU, and maybe we might finally start voting in people who actually deal with real problems, like the unchecked immigration policy. Nothing being racist there. The problem is culture. The problem is religion. The problem is a completely different set of ethical standards amongst many people coming in. The supremacy and bigotry contained within Islamic teachings. You don't get that in other mainstream religions. The only people who seem to go around blowing other people up, apart from a very small handful of white supremacists or are Muslims, fanatical Muslims. Anyway, I just wanted my rant. I said before, we need to stand up and be counted. I think it's more imperative than ever. A whole civilization is ultimately breaking apart through hysteria. And yet we have untold medical advances. We have untold richness, riches, wealth beyond imagination compared with our ancestors. Number one medical problem is obesity, because we have more than enough to eat. Obviously, there are some people in the world who don't, and that's something that perhaps we could try and address better. But many of us, we're not going to die of starvation, are we? Okay, thank you so much for listening. I'm actually wearing my Gush Katif t-shirt. I was actually here in Israel when Gush Katif was happening, when very stupidly our then government decided we were going to withdraw and show the Arabs that we want peace. And what happened? We started getting loads of rockets. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. All the best. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.